Listen, everyone, it's very quite simple. Please, and I mean this respectfully, please hit that subscribe button because I am just downright irritated today. I'm very irritated, quite frankly. It's disgusting, I know. I hate having this feeling. It's disgusting. So let's talk about it. So, AJ Lee makes her epic return back to the WWE. I know what you probably wanted to say, but Bryce, you're supposed to be happy that we got an epic return. I was kind of hoping for the opposite, but that's okay. You wouldn't understand, so I can care less. I mean, AJ Lee showed up. Congratulations. She whooped Becky Lynch, and even though CM Punk couldn't just, give her the GTS, but whatever. Not worth my booking, not worth my while. In other words, Matt Riddle, oh Matt Riddle, oh Matt Riddle, I got a bone to pick with you, my friend. Yeah, let's just say no more Mr. Nice Guy from Old Bryce Pitt. I absolutely despise you. I really do, quite frankly. It's disgusting. So you don't want to have to take the responsibility of showing veterans and military men some respect when it comes to, serving people. Let me explain. Sounds a little bit confusing, but bear with me. So apparently he was supposed to go to England or somewhere in the Europe area to wrestle to do a fun charity. So he decided to be a sellout and not do that and not support the troops. Well, that's a little anti-American there of you, Matt Riddle. I mean, come on, man. I mean, you're from America too, right? Right? You better be. I mean, you are from Allentown, PA, which is Pennsylvania. So, yeah. And you're also pushing 40, my friend. 40. You are pushing 40 years old. You're literally 39. 39, my guy. Really? I had to look this up, quite frankly, because this is just disappointing. And then, of course, he has this red dye hair, and he's whining and complaining about the Me Too movement. No one is not going to go after you, bro. You're fine. Move on. I mean, I know that you lost your wife, which is kind of sad, and you don't talk to your kids anymore, which made Seth Rollins right about you. Maybe that's why some wrestlers are very uncomfortable of wrestling you. Maybe that's why Brock Lesnar doesn't want to fight you because you talk big game. Because, maybe Brock Lesnar doesn't want to fight a guy that does a lot of weed in his lifetime. Honestly, you need to get off the weed, dude. It's a sin. It's a sin, quite frankly. You can't be sinning. No more sinning for you. No more sin. But you know what? Just go ahead, because you're going to end up going to hell anyway, and that's okay. That's a shame, but that's just kind of how it is. That's how it is. And the pay-per-view WrestlePalooza. WrestlePalooza. Come again? WrestlePalooza? That's the only wrestling pay-per-view that you could ever come up with? What happened to the good old-fashioned Great Balls of Fire? Why not bring that one back? That one's a classic, even though you broke up Enzo Amore and Big Cass, which is a huge mistake, by the way. But quite frankly, that's okay. That's WWE's major L. They're going to own up to it. They're going to own up to it. Just keep that big fat L behind that pocket, because you're going to pull it out once you go to Saudi Arabia WrestleMania 2027, which I know it's going to be the worst year of all time for the WWE, and that specific in general. Just that one, including the Royal Rumble 2026, because you're gonna ruin it for the women. Quite frankly, you're gonna ruin it. You're gonna ruin it. It's gonna be ruined. You all know it. Listen, I don't care how many times you have to get on you to your knees and be like, "Oh, precious Saudi Arabia, please, please give me more money. I need more of the money, honey. Ooh, honey. Ooh, I'm so cringe." Yeah, you are cringe, Triple H. You are. Because you are not putting America first. Not last. We don't need putting America last. I'm tired of it. I mean, what else do you want me to say besides all this? I can go on and on and on if I have to. If I really, really have to. I really don't have a prediction on what's going to happen at WrestlePalooza, but I'm hoping and praying to God himself that we do get ourselves a new WWE Women's World Champion, since Naomi is gone. Bye-bye. Sayonara. Loser. I'm so glad she's gone, quite frankly. This is going to make wrestling great again. Quite frankly, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be huge. You're going to love it. I don't care how many times you have to go suck it, because you are, quite frankly, because you got to be a loser. But except for all of you that loves this channel, supporting my channel, supporting me, I appreciate you Everybody else, not so much, because they don't appreciate me, because they're losers, and I don't give them any attention. And I go, hey, quite frankly, that's quite okay. It's quite okay, quite frankly. It's okay with me. So that makes me unstoppable, and I'm the best. Really best in the world. Now, here's the thing that I will say. If I choose CM Punk and AJ Lee defeating Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins, that means I win. But however, if CM Punk loses, including AJ Lee, if they both lose to Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins at WrestlePalooza, that means I win. So no matter which side wins, they're both petty. They're both petty to me, and they mean nothing to me. Both petty sides can't lose. So in other words, I can't lose. I always win. I'm the undisputed winner of all time. You can't stop me. I just call it out like it is, and I say that it's the worst, and you have to agree. You could say, you could pick some parts that weren't great, but everything else you could say was good. So that's about 50-50 right there. Pretty easy. But you know who else hasn't taken it easy? The phenomenal AJ Styles' son. Wait, what? AJ Styles' son? What are you talking about? Well, quite frankly, thanks to good old Ringside, or other words, Sky Wrestling News, whatever you like to call them on Instagram. I personally don't care. I usually get most of their research. Not I want to say research, more like news, just regular news, nothing out in the ordinary. So AJ Styles' son is mad at Triple H for not booking his dad. Interesting. So that kind of basically means that Triple H is a fraud. He's a total fraud of booking. Listen, he wasn't bad at booking in the past, but since we're in the year 2025 and things are going to get worse in 2026, 2027, and it might just get worse in 2028. Oh boy, I just can't wait for 2028 because guess what's going to happen in 2028? Another presidential election. Yay! Oh gosh, help us all, please. I can't stand this nonsense. Somebody, please, just get Triple H out of here. Like, Shadazzle, my guy, get out of here. You know who needs to get out of here? SPN. Quite frankly, nobody likes SPN, okay? We don't support football because football's rigged, because people can't stop sucking on Tom Brady's toes, because, oh, he's just so great. He's so great, even though he likes to kiss his son on the lips, which is kind of gay, but, just kiss him on the forehead. Just be a real man. Don't be a wussy, or don't be a wuss is what I meant to say, but, wuss, what's the difference? In other words, breaking news, folks. You're going to love this, quite frankly. It's going to be huge. It's going to be fantastic. Good old Stephanie McMahon comes into the rescue to put an end to the regime of the one and the only SPN that nobody cares about. That we should all use NordVPN so we don't get hacked by these idiots and good old Netflix. You know what? At least Stephanie had finally turned babyface for the first time ever, even though she hasn't been on TV, even though she hasn't been playing a bad guy character, but that's okay. That's okay. She did the right thing. She did it for us. She is fighting for the wrestling fans. She is fighting for us. And quite frankly, if she does a good job, she is going to, and I mean this, she is going to be the true booker of WWE. Unless you just want to give it off to Shane McMahon, or this one might be a very controversial one, but I'm just going to say it loud and proud. Just bring back Vince McMahon. I know. Oh, why would you? No. Like, whine a little harder, man. This is pathetic. Really? You're going to get upset over Vince McMahon? Listen, I may have called out Vince McMahon plenty of times throughout a couple of my videos, and maybe inside or outside of my videos, or I have talked about him maybe in public with some friends or anywhere else besides, staying at the house making videos. But that's okay, because I got to make videos, because if I don't make any videos, then I don't get the views. I got to get the views. I got to get my audience to stay aware that I still exist, that I am real, that I am this and I am that. I mean, I know I got a lot of plans ahead of me besides making this video, but I have to just because I really want to work on Lego Ben and Jacob, because I know that you guys have seen that video, so I really got to work on that instead of working on this. But I want to get this out of the way because those are the only things I want to talk about before we move forward. And also want to get a few action figure reviews out of the way so I can focus on more action figure reviews in the future. And talk about more wrestling drama. And I wouldn't call it more wrestling drama at all. I call it wrestling criticism, Because WWE, in my opinion, you have the worst female wrestlers. I mean, you have Tiffany Stratton, who I also hate. God forbid, everybody knows this. And then you have Liv Morgan, who has been on the shelf. So thank God she needs to be on the shelf because nobody cares about Liv Morgan. She's not the best. She owns every wrestling fan an apology of whatever happened on December the 14th of 2023. You guys remember, I know it's old news, you all remember. She should have been arrested, quite frankly. It shouldn't have happened, but it did anyway. And it should have ended her career, but no, it didn't. Even though it should. It should, in my opinion. I mean, honestly, if I had my own wrestling company, if I saw a female wrestler or guy doing that, I'm laying you off the spot. I don't care. I would make your life a living hell, and I'm going to make you suffer. So, yeah. Beat that. Look, staying healthy and staying healthy forever matters. Because if you do drugs or hang out with somebody that does drugs, you should associate not with them, but with your health. You should be keeping your separation between the bad influence and your goals. If you focus on your goals, you're going to be golden, my friend. I'm telling you, always focus on your goals and don't focus on bad habits. Because if you do, well, you're going to end up being a huge failure in life and nobody's not going to like you and you're going to disappear from existence. And I hope that stays that way. I hope it stays that way throughout the whole universe of time itself. So remember, kids and adults as well, don't do drugs. Including you, pretty ladies out there. I know that you're watching this. And you better, and I mean you better, be in top shape and not be acting like a fool and just doing drugs on camera. Because if I see you on Instagram, I'm praying for your downfall. Just want to let you know that. No offense, it's true. I love you. Anyways, I don't. Actually, whatever. I'm just kidding. Maybe I don't. Maybe I just like to mess around. I don't care. But of course, you can't stay healthy forever. You're going to end up getting sick, and that's, that's part of life, obviously. All I'm saying is don't do drugs or I'm not going to like you. That's all. So the ladies who don't do drugs and have never picked up anything and never put things down, never have your hand on it, never touched it, never used it, never thinking about using it, not going to do it, never have done it before, and hopefully that stays that way forever throughout 20 to 55 years to come, I appreciate you. Thank you for not doing drugs. But the ones that do, well, shame on you. You don't deserve to exist. I know it's harsh, but hey, that's called the golden rule. Or should I say Bryce's own golden rule, because I don't play around. Because I believe in harsh but very, very strong values that need to be respected. Because if you disrespect my values, I ain't going to give you any respect that you deserve. Okay, so I will want to say this real quick. Why on earth is Charlotte Flair getting hurt, and why is Alexa Bliss fighting by herself? I hate to break this to you. I don't like where this is booking. I don't like where this is going with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Don't be thinking about, oh, we're just going to go ahead and break them up. Don't you dare. Don't you dare, because I will call it out if that happens. Don't do it. It's too early. It's too early. Keep them together. They're doing a great job as tag team champions. Don't be getting them injured now. I don't want that. And I want them wrestling 24/7. It does not matter. If they need to take a break, they can have a good old God-given right of taking a break. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. It really isn't. Read a book, for example. Read a book. So in other words, in conclusion, don't mess up the women's tag team division with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. They're doing a great job. I hope that AJ Lee and CM Punk can find conclusion, and Bayley can make her epic return as a heel, and more epic stuff to come. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss a video like this one. So take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Peace.